The Bee Digger starting lineup is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally hometown savings and loan. With locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush, they're available 24/7 for your banking needs.
So for the starting lineups, Brush Bee Diggers being the visiting team announced first. They're going to go with their typical starting five, being Maddie Rule, Sydney Odell, Amber Wolliver, Kendall Elliott, and Haley Unrein. Starters for Resurrection Christian are Gracie Stoltz, Caitlin Anderson, Juju Haymeyer, Carrie Ossenhouse, and Elizabeth Pearl. Brush played them second game back from the Christmas break, second game of the Patriot League season, and were without Maddie when they played, and it was I believe a 17 or 12-point game that Resurrection Christian won. They're led by junior Juju Haymeyer. I just like saying her name, Juju. She's a sophomore and was All-State honorable mention last year as a freshman. Incredible talent, just type of player that that's able to take over a game and just has that look that we need to score. I'll get it. So
the opening tip is brought to you by Buildings by Design. Buildings by Design has experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design.
So Brush wins the tip. Haley Unrein has in the corner, up top to Elliott on the right wing. Hard pass inside to Rule. Rule cross court over to Wolliver. Wolliver has her pass stolen by Haymeyer. Gets it over to Pearl. Pearl layup doesn't go. Rule fighting for the rebound. Finally gets it after Pearl missed her putback. Long pass ahead to Elliott. Elliott all alone and hits the layup.
The first Brush basket of the game is brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, which provides civil engineering services for aviation, municipal, commercial, and residential clients located in Colorado. Western Engineering is invested and involved in the communities they work in. They want to wish good luck to all the athletes as they compete this year.
So we had a quick foul there by Rule on Haymeyer, and Maddie picks up her first. Haymeyer, nice crossover dribble, takes it in for the easy basket. 2-2 here early on. Resurrection comes out, full court press. Long pass ahead to Elliott. Elliott misses the layup, gets a rebound, puts it back, and that doesn't go either. Rebound Resurrection. Resurrection brings it down. Gets it to Stoltz in the corner, goes baseline. She has a cross-court pass to Ossenhoff, who takes it up and is fouled by Elliott. So she's going to go to the line and shoot two here.
It's unusual when there's an elite player out there. Amber Wolver has usually guarded that player on defense, and it looks like they're starting Maddie Rule out on Juju. We'll see how well that works out for both teams.
Well, the first time they played, Wolver did a pretty good job on her.
Yeah.
She's averaging almost 16 points a game. Ossenhoff hits both free throws there. So maybe they'll switch that up. Full court press here by Resurrection. Get it into Wolver. She crosses over half court with it. Gets up top to Rule. Rule a couple dribbles. Dribbles to the left. Goes to the wing. Nice pass into Unrein. Gets tipped over to Wolver. Wolver hits the bucket inside the paint. 4-4 tied up here. 6:20 to go here in the first. They do switch it up. Wolver goes on Haymeyer. Switch up. And Anderson loses it off her leg. Scramble on the floor for it, and it'll be jump ball. Resurrection is going to have the ball to start here, or they're going to have it under their own basket. Brush has an early substitution. Cox comes in for Unrein. See how that speed works out on the defensive end. So Resurrection inbound. We'll get it over to Pearl. Pearl has it stolen by Rule. Rule cross-court pass to Wolver. Wolver with the layup there. Nice play by Rule and Wolver. Line just jumped up and tripped Wolver, and I think she rolled her ankle on that. Haymeyer has it over to Pearl on the left wing. Cross-court pass. to Stoltz. Wolver goes down again. Pearl has it up top. Ooh. Pretty quick jump ball called there. On the tie-up on the loose ball. So it'll be Brush's ball. And another substitution for Brush. Wolver is gonna go out and see what's wrong with her shoes. And they bring Keller in for her. Get into Cox. She pushes it up the left side of the court. Stuck on the left wing. Does get it to Rule. Keller open underneath. Doesn't get it. Odell has it right wing pump fake. And gets her pass stolen by Pearl. Stolen back by Cox. And we've got another jump ball. So this will be Resurrection's possession on this one. So 3 jump balls here in the last minute.
Yeah, it's been a very high-paced game so far. A lot of back and forth. Both teams have gotten back on defense with that. No easy points.
Right. Cox is going to get called on the foul when Haymeyer is bringing up the court with the reach. So be a third team foul on Brush. And each of those is a single foul. Tataloni comes in for Odell. And let's see, out of this, Brush goes man out of the inbounds. Pearl takes it inside the lane. Nice floater for her. 6-6, ties it up. 5:10 to go here in the first. Keller brings the ball up, crosses half court. Gets the screen from Rule. Gets it down to Cox on the baseline. Haymeyer goes down as Gardner. Nice floater by Cox on the baseline. Making it 8-6 Brush. Haymeyer brings it up. Haymeyer, top of the key 3, doesn't go. And air ball goes out of bounds. Be Brush's ball. We got some subs here. Resurrection staying in the full court press here.
Brush has shown that they can beat it, so let's see if that affects later down the road what they do.
And get it in Tataloni, crosses half court, guarded by Haymeyer. Gets it to Rule on the left wing. She dribbles up top of the key, looking for someone to pass to. Gets it across court to Wolver. Wolver back to Rule for 3, and that one is long. Anderson the rebound for Resurrection. Pushes up the court. Gets to Pearl. Pearl goes baseline. Another floater there. Pearl's having a good game so far. Wolver has it. Brings it up court. 8-8. 4:10 to go here in the first. Wolver crossover dribble. Kicks out to Tataloni. Tataloni baseline back out. Picks up her dribble. Gets it to Craich on the block. She kicks up free throw line for Rule. And that one is good. Brush with 2-point lead. And they call a turnover on Resurrection, a traveling call on the inbound pass. Not being guarded, just an unforced turnover there.
It's really good to see Maddie taking shots. Sometimes in playoff games, you go as far as your best player, and Maddie really needs to be aggressive for Rush to go far. And if she's not, we need someone else, one of the seniors, to step up as well.
Well, and it's okay to be selfish when you're helping the team.
Yeah.
So inbound by Brush. Keller's pass on the Rule is stolen away by by Anderson. Anderson takes a full court. Doesn't get it. Pearl with the rebound. And she got fouled on the putback, so she's going to go to the line for 2. And didn't see who that foul was on.
I think it was on Tataloni.
I believe you're right. 4th team foul here early. 3:33 to go here in the first. And Pearl makes the first. How many points does she have so far?
She has 5. And I think last game they played against each other, she had a pretty good game.
She had a good game also, yeah.
So we'll see if one of the posts from Rush can slow her down, but she's off to a fast start right now.
Pearl with her second and hits that one. We're still tied up, 10-10, 3:33 to go. Resurrection's falling back on their defense. It's kind of a token defense here. So Unrein has it, top of the key, gets it to Elliott. She's going to travel with it.
They threw a trap in there, and it surprised Brush and got him a little rattled.
So now Brush is going to turn around and put a full court press on. We got a rest for Rule and Elliott. Resurrection inbounds, missed steal by Rule there. And we got a traveling call. Not sure who that is, but we're going to go with Eskew. Not listed here. So brushes the ball off turnover. Gets it to Unrein. Unrein getting trapped up top. Gets over to Elliott. Elliott, her pass is high. Craich gets it under control. Baseline pass to Rule. Rule cross court to Unrein. Unrein pump fake in over to Elliott. Elliott from 15 doesn't go. There's going to be a foul called here on, looks like Bishop for Resurrection on the rebound. Just push Craich in the back. And so they brush the ball under their own basket. 2:57 to go. That was Resurrection's first foul. Brush has 4 as a team. Inbound into Elliott. Shot blocked by Ellis. Resurrection brings it up to Anderson. She dribbles up top of the key. Tries handing off to Haymeyer. Haymeyer gets under control. Out to Eskew for 3. Anderson the rebound. Good hustle play by her. She dribbles it back up to the top of the key. Recess goes up against Elliott. Ellis cross court pass to Eskew. Eskew for 3 again. Back of the rim, in and out. And ball's on the floor. We got a jump ball on the rebound. So it'll be Brush's possession. Still tied up 10-10. Coach Hollander is rotating the players in, giving them a breather. It's a fast-paced game, trying to keep them fresh. So, got that trap on. Maddie for 3 from the left wing. That doesn't go. Rebound Haymeyer. She's going to push the ball up, slows it down again. Kicks it over to Anderson, left wing. She dribbles in the lane. They're going to call Elliott with the reach. Be her second. 15 foul, so the ball will be under the basket for Resurrection. First stays in the man defense. Kick it into Stoltz. Kind of go with a weave with it. Stoltz goes right side in for the layup. 12-10. Resurrection takes their first lead of the game. Unrein has it. Her pass blocked. Gets it back. Gets over to Odell. The right wing. Resurrection is trying to get a lot of traps here. Unrein has baseline jumper. Doesn't go. Rebound falls to Cox. Her jumper doesn't go. Rebound there by Ozenhaus. And she's getting trapped herself. And Resurrection calls a timeout. So with that, with a minute 15 to go, Brush 10, Resurrection 12. You listen to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome back. We're in the first round of the Patriot League tournament, district tournament here. Lady Diggers are down 2, a minute 15 to go here in the first. Resurrection's ball. Brush with a full court press on them. They get it in pretty easily, bring it up. Anderson brings it up, guarded by Odell. Backdoor cut by Stoltz. She gets stuck, dribbles back out, dribbles back in the paint. Over to Anderson. They go back into a weave. And somebody got lost there. Eskew again for 3, and that doesn't go. And we got a foul here on another one of the Brush players. Is that on Odell?
Yeah, it was. And Anderson has just been everywhere for Resurrection Christian. She's fast and small and can fit and trying to box out. makes it difficult for Brush. They are losing the rebounding right now.
So Anderson inbounds. Gets it back on the left wing over to Stoltz up top. Get out to Stoltz. Her three is long, doesn't go, but Osmenhouse is there for the rebound and putback, giving Resurrection a 4-point lead. Brush can push the ball here. They've got it down to Odo, over to Elliott. Elliott's fouled on her shot by Pearl. She's going to shoot two. Kind of fast-paced. Resurrection's trying to get their traps in.
Yeah.
A couple of passes, and Brush has a 3-on-1 going back the other way. So it's got to be a heads-up play by Brush to get the ball down court and make sure they're looking up. Elliott's first is good with 21.2 to go here in the first.
Yeah, it's worked a couple times for them to break the press. But once they slow it down, they've had trouble figuring out what to do with that half-court trap and then get bad passes and turnovers.
So Elliott's second is short, rebounded by Pearl. Pearl dribbles up the right side, guarded by Odell, down by Rule. Get a trap. That pass is blocked. You got a jump ball. Resurrection will keep possession with 13.3 to go. 3-point lead. Good trap there by Brush. Maddie just put that pass right back into her face and ended up in a jump ball. So Resurrection inbounds to Haymeyer. Haymeyer dribbles in lane, floater. Inside the key goes. Brush inbounds to Rule. 3 seconds. So Maddie pulls up between half court and three, and that is just short. So with your score, Brush 11, Resurrection 14. You're listening to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Brush trails by 5, scores 16-11. Brush's ball to start the quarter, get it into Wolliver, guarded by Pearl. Resurrection goes straight man. Nice play by Rule. Gets over to Elliott. Her pass is stolen by Haymeyer. And Haymeyer is stripped by Rule. We got a jump ball.
Good hustle.
Nice defense by Maddie there. This will be Resurrection's ball at half court. Good help defense there. So there's an illegal screen by Pearl. And she took out Wolliver. So I think that's Pearl's second foul.
Yeah, it is.
So a good sign for Brush.
They can get her one more pretty soon. It'd be great. Get her off the court.
It's kind of wicked, that knee-to-knee almost contact there. So Brush inbounds to Odell. Odell dribbles up top of the key. It's a double screen there over to Cox on the left wing. She goes baseline. Her floater is long. Rule with the rebound. She goes up with the left, and that is good. 16-13. 7.5 to go. So Cox on Haymeyer. Passes off to Stoltz. Stoltz goes baseline on Rule, and her layup is good. First, she's got to find the Stoltz is picking it up now. It was Pearl. Cox has dribbles it off her knee, and Craich is going to be called for the foul on Pearl, and Pearl's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. So, pace is very, very fast here.
And honestly, I think that has favored Resurrection Christian.
Oh, I think so too. But like you were saying earlier, Brush has got to get on the boards here. Yeah. Down 5.
It feels much more than that, but as you said, down by 5, it's very doable. A lot of game left.
Pearl hits the first. Odell gets worn. She went into Pearl pretty hard on that block out. Rebound. Pearl misses a second, rebounded by Rule. Rule's going to bring it up herself. Looks down court, doesn't have anything there. She Gets trapped over to Elliott. Elliott to Craich.
Oh.
Back to Rule. Pulls up to the free throw line. Her shot's blocked. Haymeyer gets that. Long pass ahead to Pearl. And Odell's going to come across her arms, and she's going to go to the line for 2. Well, the good thing with that foul is that she felt it. She looks like she's in a little bit of pain from it, too.
Cargill Meat Solutions. Cargill is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com.
Pearl makes the first, misses the second. Rule with another rebound. Dribbles into traffic, loses it, dives on the floor, kicks the ball ahead. Elliott has it, surrounded by 4 players. And Coach Hollander calls a timeout. Actually had a layup almost off of that one.
This Brush Timeout is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Mullen in Brush. Home, auto, life, health. State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today, 842-4555. You saying that, it's like when the football takes a timeout right at the last second for a field goal and makes it. That's what it was.
That was
right
exactly
there.
it. Trying to freeze the kicker, and
then they make it. Doesn't count.
So we got scored 20-13, 6:37 to go here in the second. And so we brush the ball about half court. So Resurrection is in a matchup zone that they're trapping out of. And Craich throws that one away. Stoltz comes up with it, kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson dribbles back in the key. Her floater goes 22-13. Resurrection with the lead here. Wolver brings it up for Brush. Dribbles into the trap. Her pass is tipped out by Resurrection going to Cox. They're holding the ball too long. They're waiting for that trap to come to them before they look to pass. You have to pass as the trap's coming to you, not when it's already there. So Wolver, long pass to Keller. Keller from the baseline. That shot goes in and out. Cox the rebound. She goes up with it, and she's fouled on her putback. She's going to go line to shoot 2. That looks like that was on Stoltz. She kind of came on at the end of the first quarter and started the second. So Cox with that high arching free throw doesn't go. 18 fouls for Brush, 4 for Resurrection right now.
Free throws have always been a struggle for Brush this year.
They have.
And it would be nice for that to change in the postseason.
And her second shot drew even more air, and it's in front of the rim. Haymeyer comes up with the rebound. Kicks it up ahead to Anderson. Nobody's on her. She kicks over to Ozenhaus. Back to Stoltz out on the right side. She goes in for a layup. Anderson's there with the rebound. Kicks out to Ellis, and Ellis' 3 is good. And Coach Hollander is going to take a full timeout here. Not happy with the defensive play at all.
Well, honestly, and she shouldn't be.
No.
You know, you get an easy rebound on the defensive end, and then you give up a open 3. Something needs to change here for Brush. The intensity, whether that be pressing, get them buckets on the other side. It just hasn't been easy for them. I like Resurrection's trap, as you said. They just need better ball movement. But Resurrections, they work the trap well. They're quick. They get up and down the floor fast, and they've played a really good game so far.
Well, and down by 12 with 5:43 to go, Coach Hollander took her team out almost to the free throw line. And from a coaching perspective, you do that if you're going to let them know what's up.
Yeah.
And she was pretty animated in the huddle there. And so Brush's ball on the inbound. Get it into Unrein. Unrein dribbles up the left wing. Loses the dribble, gets it back. If he passed into Keller, and that gets stolen by Anderson. Anderson brings it up. Guarded by Rule. They switch up. Stoltz brings it in the lane. They're going to call Unrein with the hand check, which is going to send Stoltz to the line for 1-1. Brush with 9 fouls. Next one will be an automatic 2.
Expert Electric, a local family-owned business dedicated to excellent electrical service. When you're looking for fast, friendly service, choose Expert Electric. Call 522-1781.
So Stoltz makes the first. Getting ready for the second here. And that one is good also. So Resurrection comes in with the full court press. Brush gets it in a Sawyer over to Unrein. Unrein pushes it up, being guarded by Stoltz. As the top of the key. Dribbles the left. Gets the baseline to Rule. Rule with a nice shot. Good pass. Good play there for the Bee Diggers. 27-15. 5 minutes to go here in the second. Anderson crosses over on Keller. Gets out. Stoltz has it, goes baseline. At the top of the key. Brush is moving a little bit better defensively here after that timeout. Stoltz has an open 3. That one hits the backboard, nothing else. Rebound goes to Ellis, and her putback is good. 29-15. Sawyer with the pass is stolen by Stoltz. Misses the layup. Unrein the rebound. Unrein guarded, being double-teamed, and Anderson with the steal and the rebound there.
That's 6 turnovers now for Brush in the second quarter.
So Brush gets it, long pass ahead to Wolver. Wolver goes up for the layup, and she's going to get fouled. That was just a poor defensive possession, and then a turnover, and then not rebounding. And
Yeah.
This is postseason. You gotta be at the top of your game here. Wolver, first free throw doesn't go.
Brush has only made 1 free throw also out of the 6 so far, so not a good start from them from that point as well.
Second one goes long. Hard off the back of the rim. Rebound Resurrection. Anderson brings it up. Pass over to Stoltz. She's going to get fouled on the shot by Wolver. And she'll go to the line for another 2. What are they from the line?
8 for 10.
So-
I guess, yeah, 8 for 10, sorry. I went to Brush, you know.
It's all right. We won't grammar check you here too bad. Yeah, I will. So Stoltz makes the first. 32-15. 4:06 to go here in the second quarter. And they're slowly putting subs in and out, both teams. So on the court for Brush is Unrein, Wolver, Cox, Rule, and Tataloni. Stoltz second is good also, so 9 of 11. Brush gets the ball up quick to Unrein. Unrein over to Wolver, right wing. Crosses over, looking for an opening. Kicks it to Rule. Rule's going to drive in the lane, kick back to Wolver on the baseline. First shot is long, rebounded by Rule. Kick out to Cox. Cox from 18, and that one is good. Nice shot there by Brooklyn Cox. 33-17. Resurrection brings it down. Gets to Pearl. Double dribble they didn't call. And,
Okay.
So, Stoltz goes in. Rule blocks that one, just completely roofs it, and they call it jump ball instead of just the block shot that it was.
Luckily, it's Brush's possession.
So Wolver brings it up. Resurrection looking to trap. There's a foul on Stoltz. Should be her second. 5th team foul. Brush is at 10 team fouls already. 33-17. Craich to inbound, gets it to Wolver. Wolver gets it over to Rule. Cross-court pass to Craich on the baseline, back to Wolver. To Rule, top of the key, down to Cox on the baseline. She dribbles in, her shot is long. Rebounded by Wolver. Cataloni has her shot blocked. Back up top to Rule. I can see Maddie put it on the floor and just take it to the hole. Long pass to Cox on the baseline. Her layup is good. 33-19. 2:50 to go here in the second. And the ball goes right through Stoltz's hands. Turnover, Resurrection.
It was lucky. I don't think anyone was guarding the person bringing down the ball, so they could have had a wide open layup.
So Resurrection calls a timeout. And be a short one here.
This Brush timeout is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Mullen and Brush. Home, auto, life, health. State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today, 842-4555.
So 2:48 to go. Brush down 14, down 17 at 1 point. Be their ball. Kind of surprised Resurrection went out of that trapping defense for a little while and allowed Brush to kind of get back into it. But I would like to see Maddie be a little bit more assertive and take the ball to the basket.
Not necessarily taking shots, but at least creating them.
Yeah, when they draw in on her, opens up the outside.
Brush has been playing better defense after that timeout earlier.
Wolver has it right wing over to Rule. Left wing for three, doesn't go. Pearl over Wolver's back, doesn't go. Doesn't get the call, but ball goes off of Wolver.
It wasn't a jump ball, that's why.
That's true. Apparently they know those. Ozenhos left wide open, all alone underneath the basket. Cataloni comes over, gets the foul on the shot. Wasn't much she could do about it, but
Brush is kind of looking at some foul trouble. You got Unrein with 2, Tataloni with 2, and Odell with 2.
so Ozenhos, her first, doesn't go. Second is up, and that one is long. Tracked down by Wolver off of Pearl. So it'll be Brush's ball in the backcourt. So they have Ozenhos guarding Rule. Just go ahead and take her. So dribbles to the right wing, gets back Tataloni. Back to Maddie. Maddie from 15 doesn't go. Rebound Craig out to Wolver. Wolver dribbles up. Tataloni top of the key. That one's long. Cox with the rebound there. Good hustle play. Cox's layup goes in and out. And that rebound is going to be off the Rule.
It was a good possession for Brush, just no result. A lot of hustle and
Great
rebounding.
possession there. You got to get things going on the defensive end and make sure they go on the offensive.
Yep.
So long pass ahead from Anderson to Stoltz. Brush gets back. Wolver on Anderson. Spins around the key. Blocked by Maddie. Brooklyn Cox brings it down. Nobody's going to catch her. Gets the layup there. 33-21. Nice little run going by Brush. That was a huge block by Maddie on that. Anderson brings it down. Right side. Guarded by Wolver. Anderson spins directions. Drives in the key. First shot is short. Ball bounces. Rule comes up with it. She's going to bring it up herself. Waiting for the trap. Gets ahead to Craig. Nobody's on her. Overpassed it. And Resurrection gets the ball. Goes kicked around a little bit. Anderson bringing it up. Gives to Stoltz on the right wing. Back to Anderson baseline. Guarded by Tataloni. That shot is short. Rebound bounces around. And finally be out of bounds on Brush. Resurrection's ball into their own basket. 59.9 seconds to go. Resurrection with a 12-point lead. And the ball into their own basket. Haymeyer comes back in the game. They've been resting her for a while. Out to Stoltz for three. That one is really long. And Ozenhos gets the rebound. Stolen by Cataloni. And they're going to... Resurrection gets the ball back. And Pearl's on the floor. Spun around. They call it for traveling. So 50.1 seconds to go. Brush has it. Full court press. Cox brings it up, just dribbles right past Pearl. Dribbles it in, kicks out the baseline to Rule. Rule gives Cataloni in the key. Her shot is off. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson kicks ahead to Haymeyer. And that better be a charge.
Should be. There you go.
And they do call a charge on Haymeyer. Good job by Wolver. Many times she's hit the floor so far in this first half. This time it's for a good cause. So Brush to inbound. Resurrection falls back. Cataloni brings it up. Dribbles the right wing back up top. Gets over to Cox. Cox lob pass into Craich. A little too high. Turnover there. Resurrection's ball. Brush stays with the full court pressure. Cox with the almost steal there. Anderson brings it up. Nobody stops the ball to get it in. Pearl comes up, takes a baseline. Her shot is short. And looks like Anderson ran over Cataloni. So Cataloni is going to be going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
It's been paying off for Brush rebounding. They've got some fouls off of them and stuff. Slowly catching up rebounding-wise.
They got to be getting close here.
Willow Coffee and Bake Shop, from breakfast and snacks to perfectly brewed coffee and teas, even gift items. Willow Coffee and Bake Shop, stop by 921 Edison Street in Brush today.
So Cataloni at the line. First shot of the 1-and-1. That one's good. I see a free throw made. 33-22, 8.4 seconds to go in the first half. Cataloni for the second. That one is long. Goes out to Haymeyer. Being pressured in the backcourt. Dribbles around. Comes in the lane, and they're going to get a foul on Cataloni with 0.3 seconds to go. And give Haymeyer 2 shots here. So they just lost her instead of staying in front of her.
Yeah.
But she has that ability. And Haymeyer's first is good.
She's actually been relatively quiet. She had 4 points in the first quarter, and that's her first bucket of the second quarter.
She did sit most of the second quarter. I don't know what happened there. And misses a second. So with your score at halftime, Brush Bead Diggers 22, Resurrection Christian 34. You're listening to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Resurrection's ball to start off the possession arrow. They go to a weave, get it inside to Pearl. Her shot doesn't go, rebounded by Rule. Rule brings up the court herself. Guarded by Ozenhaus. Gets it over to Unrein on the left wing. She dribbles up top. Gets a screen by Elliott. Gets it to Wolver on the left wing. She drives the lane. That shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Haymeyer. Haymeyer brings it up. Guarded by Wolver. Get it over to Anderson. Anderson goes by Odell and gets the baseline jumper with 7:15 to go here in the third. 36-22. Odell brings the ball up for Brush. Guarded by Anderson. Gets to Rule on the right wing. Up top to Unrein. Unrein inside to Elliott. Elliott turns and looks. Nice crossover move and gets a bucket there. Great interior post move by Kendall Elliott. Haymeyer brings it up. Get a switch. He's guarded by Elliott now. Get it inside to Anderson. Anderson, her shot doesn't go. Ball's on the floor. Wolver comes up with it. She pushes the ball up the right side of the court. Kicks out to Unrein for 3. She doesn't take it. Pass stolen by Anderson. Anderson goes in for a left-hand layup, and that one is good. So Resurrection comes back with the full court press. They get it on to Unrein. Unrein brings it right up the middle. And not much pressure being applied now. She dribbles up top. Pass blocked by Ozenhaus. She gets it over to Stoltz. Stoltz has it up top of the key. Drives in the right side. Shot was blocked. Resurrection comes up with it. Kick out to Anderson. Her shot doesn't go. Rebound Rule. Rule's guarded by Ozenhaus, bringing up the court. Screen set. Get out to Elliott on the left wing. Elliott dribbles in. Her shot on the runner doesn't go. Rebounded by Ozenhaus. Get over to Haymeyer. Up ahead to Anderson. Anderson pushing it. Pass is blocked by Woolover. Unrein comes up with it. Dribbles in left side. And that layup is blocked by Haymeyer. Goes out of bounds. It'll be brushes under their own basket. 38-24. 5:18 to go here in the third. He brushes the ball into their own basket. Odell to inbound. And finally gets it into Rule. Out to Odell from the corner for three, and that is good by Sydney Odell. 38-27. Nice inside out play there. Rule to Odell. Long pass ahead to Stoltz. Stoltz has a baseline. Gets out to Pearl on the left wing. She dribbles in. Her shot is long. Blocked by Rule. And they're going to call Maddie with the foul here. Sending Pearl to the line to shoot two. 38-27, 4:53 here in the third.
Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine, believe, and achieve your goals.
So Pearl's first free throw was short. Second one on the way, and that one's good. And Resurrection keeps with a full court press. Get it to Wolver, guarded by Pearl. Crosses half court, dribbles down the right side, and they're going to get Pearl with the body on that one. That should be her third.
That is her third. Stoltz has two. That's the only foul trouble for Resurrection. Brush, 3 for Tataloni, 2 for Odell, 2 for Rule, and 2 for Unrein.
So we'll see how that plays out. So Brush has the ball about top of the key. And Woolover to inbound. Get it to Cox in the corner. Goes up with it. Haymeyer had her hand on it, and they're going to call it jump ball. Possession arrow Brush. So Brush to inbound again. Haymeyer has quick hands.
Yeah.
So we're looking to get it into somebody, gets it to Woolover.
A lot of the Resurrection Christian players do.
Dribbles over, gets it to Rule. Drives to the free throw line, pulls up, gets it to Odell. Odell goes back. Kind of a weave, really high pass to Woolover, taken away by Haymeyer. She brings it up, gets it to Eskew, and she travels with it. So turnover Resurrection there. Still a 12-point lead. 4:21 to go here in the third. Odell to inbound. Gets it to Woolover. Woolover's guarded by Bishop. Get over to Cox. She dribbles in the free throw line. Kicks out to Rule. Crate sets the screen. Rule top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Gets over to Odell on the right wing. Odell couple dribbles. Gets to Cox on the baseline. Her jumper short. But comes out. Maddie Rule comes up with a rebound put back. 39-29, 3:50 to go here in the third.
I like Brush really working that. It took Resurrection wasn't giving anything.
So Resurrection kicks it ahead to Eskew. Travel the last possession, double dribbles this one. So another turnover. So Odell to inbound. Gets it into Woolover against Resurrection, they're going back to that trapping defense. So kick it ahead to Odell. So they're going to get Haymeyer with the foul here with the body. Sydney kind of forced her way up the sideline, and Haymeyer cut it off and got called for the foul. Long pass over to Wolver on the inbound. Takes one dribble. Getting trapped here. Ball's on the ground. We're going to have another jump ball. They're sitting there just waiting for that trap to come to them. They got to get rid of it before that.
And then another thing I noticed, they take one dribble and then pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Either pass it or keep dribbling and work your way out of it, but don't take one dribble.
So Resurrection's ball off the possession arrow. Anderson brings it down, guarded by Odell, gets in the lane, kick out to Bishop. Her shot is long, rebound by Tataloni. She pushes the ball up, stops the free throw line, gets it to Rule. Rule with the layup, and she's fouled. The shot doesn't go. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on Bishop on that play. So 3 team fouls against Resurrection and 1 against Brush so far this half. Rule makes the first. 3:09 to go here in the third.
Kuski Oil Company and Crook are proud supporters of all area athletes for all your fuel and propane needs from your farm and home. Just stop in or give Butch a call, 886-2121.
So Rule's second free throw is short. Rebound by Resurrection. Anderson brings it up. Long pass. Gets by Tataloni to Stoltz. And we've got a charge there. Went down hard.
Yes, he did.
And that is Wolver again. And
may hit her head on that.
Could hit this. Could hear it.
Yeah. Well, she's okay.
She gets up laughing. You don't try and truck a farm kid. So Coach Hollander is going to take her out. That's her second charge she's taken this game.
Yeah.
So, and about the 20th time she's hit the floor. So good defense there by Brush. Rule brings it up, dribbles out of the trap. Long cross-court pass is stolen by Stoltz. She kicks it ahead to Anderson. Anderson dribbles in the lane. Her shot is blocked by Rule. Goes out on Tataloni. But nice block there. So Resurrection will inbound under their own basket again. And got a foul here. Looks like on SQ. So be Brush's ball on that foul. 5th team foul, 2:44 to go here in the third. So Brush getting close to the bonus here. Down by 9. We'll see if Resurrection stays in this trapping defense. Kind of funneling Tataloni over. So behind the back. Kicks it over to Elliott on the wing. Gets it into Rule. Nice pass underneath to Cox, and she makes that one. 39-32, 2:28 to go here in the third. Haymeyer brings it down for Resurrection. Gets handed off to a couple different defensive players. Haymeyer gets her own rebound. Baseline jumper doesn't go. Rebound Odell. Odell dribbles around. Guarded by Haymeyer. Had to get it across half court here. Gets ahead to Cox. Cox dribbles in the center. Kick over to Elliott. Elliott baseline jumper 15 doesn't go. Rules there for the rebound. Putback doesn't go. She's fouled on her next putback. And she can go line to shoot 2. Great play by the Beat Diggers right now.
Once again, it all started with rebounding.
Rebounding and defense.
Yep.
So with 1:55 to go in the third, Brush down 7. Maddie Rule at the line to shoot 2. And that one is off.
The trap for Resurrection hasn't worked quite as well effectively this second half. It still has helped them, but not as much as in the first.
Rule at the second gets that one to go, 33-39. Brush is clawing its way back. Doing a great job. Haymeyer is being guarded by Cox. And gets by her. Shot from the elbow, doesn't go. Rebound, Resurrection. Can't tell who it was. But it looks like Odell's going to be called for the foul there on the rebound. And she fouled Stoltz. That's only the second team foul for Brush. So Resurrection will have the ball under their own basket. So Resurrection inbound. Get it into Ellis. Ellis trying to get to Haymeyer. Cox is on her like glue. Get a cross-court pass to Stoltz. She dribbles in the lane. Back to Haymeyer for three. That one's long. Long rebound goes to Pearl. Pearl goes baseline. That shot doesn't go. Rebound Stoltz. Block shot by Rule. She comes up with the rebound. And she's going to bring the ball up the court herself. Being guarded by Pearl. Get it over to Unrein, top of the key. Unrein gets it back to Rule on the right wing. The screen set for Rule. Dribbles around. The key doesn't get anything. Ball's tipped over to Cox. Cox on the baseline. Jumper goes and she is fouled. So Cox will go to the line for the old-fashioned three. Get one free throw there. That foul was on Haymeyer.
It was, and that's in her third as well.
So Resurrection's playing aggressive. Score Resurrection 39, Brush 35. 53.8 to go here in the third. Brooklyn cut this lead down to 3, which was down. They were down 14 so in this quarter. So, and the rainbow goes. And it's raining in here now. It's as high as that went. So Brooklyn gets subbed out, and she is in a lot of pain. Didn't notice that earlier. I don't know if it was maybe her rib she's holding.
Yeah, I missed it as well.
Didn't see what happened there.
This timeout is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Nolan and Brush. Home, auto, life, health, State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today at 842-4555.
So just looking at, sorry, we're in a timeout now, called by Resurrection, and Brooklyn is in a lot of pain. Didn't really see what had happened on the foul where she got hit.
Yeah, I missed that as well.
I thought it was on the arm,
yeah.
but they got her. She's holding her arms together. So.
But going back to the game once again, defense and rebounding.
Absolutely.
Resurrection really hasn't had to answer this quarter for the intensity that Brush has brought. Hopefully that can last throughout the fourth as well. But it's been nice to see that it didn't stop in the second quarter, that it's carried on.
Nice poke away on the press by Wooliver. Knocks it back out. So Resurrection gets it into Anderson. She gets ahead to Stoltz. Brush trying to get a little trap of their own. Doesn't get anything. Anderson has the top of the key. Dribbles around the right corner. Gets it stolen by Unrein. And Unrein trying to get it to Rule. Throws it a little high and goes out of bounds. Great defense there by the Bee Diggers. So Resurrection to inbound at half court. Pass is long. Aaron pass to Anderson. Cataloni and Unrein are right there on her. And Wolver pokes that one away. Count continues. They still got 10 to get it across. They get it across. And Ellis has it. Drives in the lane. And her shot is blocked by Rule.
I think they got away with foul.
Might have been a little bit of arm on that one. Or maybe a lot of arm. But 18.1 to go. Resurrection has the ball into their own basket. We got a foul here. Don't know if that's which way that's going to go. That's going to go against Ozenhaus for Resurrection. She took Wolliver out. Wolliver hits the ground again. That's one of the stats we need to have you keep is how many times you hit the floor.
I know Odell hasn't hit the floor yet. So.
No, and it's not a real game until she does. So Brush inbounds, gets it to Wolliver. Wolliver crosses half court with it. Dribbles in the lane. Nobody guards her, and she makes that bucket, bringing Brush to within one. As time winds down here in the third. And that is the end of the third quarter with your score. Brush Speed Diggers 38, Resurrection 39. You're listening to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter, which was an incredible run in the third quarter by the Beat Diggers to bring it to within one. Outscored them 16-5. That quarter. So Brush the ball to start with and get it into Wolliver. She kicks out in the corner to Rule. They're going to say Maddie traveled with it. So turnover there. Brush keeps the full court press going. Put Wolliver on Haymeyer. And help there. And she kicks it ahead to Pearl. Pearl travels with it as Tataloni ran up on her and spooked her a little bit, and she travels with it. Turnover there. Wolliver brings it across half court. At the top of the key, over to Elliott. Short pass there. Elliott one dribble, and she loses the handle on it. It's going to go back to Rez. So Brush sets up their full court press again. They get it to Haymeyer in the corner. Guarded by Wolliver. Long pass ahead to Stoltz. Odell does a good job of cutting her off on the baseline. She kicks it back out top to Haymeyer. Screen down Wolliver. Haymeyer takes the left side. Layup doesn't go. Rebound Elliott. Elliott kicks it ahead to Wolliver. Wolliver's guarded by Stoltz. Tries to get it in on the post to Tataloni. And the ball is stolen by Rez there. Stoltz has it. Kicks it over to Haymeyer in the corner. Her three isn't good. Rule with another block there on Pearl.
That's at least her third block.
Maddie lets the ball get away and bounces over her head, and they call her for the turnover there. So, nice block. Maddie's smiling down there. She knew better. So Rez to inbound at half court. Get it into Haymeyer. She dribbles down the baseline. She's going to go up with it, try and draw the foul, but she gets the basket. 41-38. Odell pushes the ball up before they can set up Rule for three from right in front of the short. Resurrection Bishop comes up with the rebound. Gets it out to Stoltz. Stoltz pushes it, not guarded by anybody. Kicks it over to Ozenhaus. Ozenhaus back to Bishop. Bishop for three, and that one is good. 44-38. Quick turnaround there. Brush gets the ball into Odell. Against some full court pressure. Maddie brings it across half court. Dribbles in the lane. Odell's left all alone on the baseline. Her jumper's long. Ellis goes in for the rebound, doesn't get it. Cataloni comes out with it. Kicks it out to Rule. And Wolliver goes up with it, and the ball is blocked. Ball is blocked and goes out of bounds. And we're waiting around the refs to see whose possession it is. Brush will maintain possession of it in front of their own bench to inbound. Once we get started, Unrein will inbound it for Brush. Somebody couldn't help her. Puts the ball into Wolliver. Wolliver has the free throw line. Takes the right side. She's going to be fouled on the shot going up. Looks like that foul will probably be on Stoltz.
I missed it.
And they don't put it up on the board. We'll say it was her. She looked guilty. So Wolliver to shoot first of two. And misses that one.
Really has been their Achilles heel this year.
Yeah, free throws are killing them. So Resurrection up 6, 5:50 to go here in the game. Resurrection has 19 fouls compared to Brush's 2 this half. So Brush will be in the double bonus. Wolver makes a second, 44-39. Anderson brings it down, pushes the ball up fast, dribbles in the lane, goes off the glass for the layup. Nobody even stopped to pick her up or slow her down until she was in the lane and already had the shot off. Unrein has the ball for Brush, gets it over to Wolver, top of the key, and they're going to call it for a travel.
It's their 5th turnover in the 4th already.
Just got to slow it down and get back to what they were doing that they did in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
They're just playing solid. Haymeyer brings it up for Resurrection. Gets it to Anderson in the key, out to Bishop. 3-point line up to Haymeyer. Kick it out to Eskew for 3. That ball goes long. Rule with another rebound. Long pass ahead to Odell. Odell pushes it up the right side. Goes baseline, comes underneath, gets to Tataloni. Tataloni inside the key. She makes that bucket. 46-41. 5 minutes exactly to go. Big push ahead by Rez and get up to Eskew. Her 3 is off. Rebound Unrein. Unrein pushes the ball. Doesn't have anything. Backs it out. Takes it up to the top of the key. Gets it over to Odell. Right wing for 3. That goes in and out. Bishop the rebound. Being pressured. Has it go on the floor. Haymeyer long full court pass to Anderson. Anderson with the layup doesn't go. And we're going to get a foul here. Looks like on Tataloni. On the rebound.
That's her 4th.
So Tataloni's 4th. A couple subs coming back in for Brush. Good breather there for Wolver and Elliott. So just the 13th foul for Brush. So Resurrection will inbound from under their own basket. Haymeyer get long pass out to Anderson. Anderson guarded by Odell. Goes baseline. That Odell got a block shot on that one. Rule comes up with it. Her pass is stolen. And Ozenhouse with the layup for Resurrection. So full court press here. So they got to delay a game warning for crossing the in line. He was pretty emphatic about that, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Arms going all over the place.
He's making sure everyone knows about it.
Don't do that. So Rule to inbound, gets it over to Wolver, and she's going to be fouled by Eskew. And so Amber's going to go to the line to shoot 2. 4:10 to go here in the game. We're at 10 team fouls on Resurrection, just 3 on Brush so far. 7-point lead for Resurrection. Couple miscues is all it's been. And
yep.
Wolver's first goes.
Trinidad, Benham, and Sterling, 100 years of growth from their simple beginnings in 1917 to today's thriving food product corporation. Proud supporters of Northeastern Colorado sports.
So misses his second free throw. Rule gets the rebound out to Cataloni. The free throw line. That one's good.
That's Rule's 15th rebound.
He's been incredible on the boards here. So Resurrection brings it down. Bishop in the key. Out to Eskew for 3. That one hits the backboard and the rim a little bit. She comes up with her own rebound. Layup doesn't go. Wolver the rebound. Getting pressured by Anderson. She's going to bring it down the court. Coming down the right side. Nice dump pass to Elliott, and that shot was blocked by Haymeyer out of bounds.
You had it first. You had it first for right time.
Yeah. Something like that. So Brush will have the ball into their own basket. Cataloni to inbound. Gets to Rule in the corner. A lazy pass up top to Odell. Almost stolen there. Long cross-court pass to Elliott. Elliott dribbles in. Getting ready to lose it. Throws it up at the basket. Doesn't go. Stoltz comes up with the rebound. Haymeyer up long cross or full court pass to Anderson. Anderson to Stoltz. Stoltz makes the layup there. 50-44. Inbound pass is stolen by Stoltz. Another layup. 52-44. 3:08 to go. And Coach Hollander calls a timeout, trying to calm things down.
Ooh. This Brush timeout is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Mullen in Brush. Home, auto, life, health, State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today, 842-4555.
So, good timeout needed after back-to-back layups by Resurrection, giving them a 10-point lead, 3:08 to go here. Just not smart basketball, just a couple of turnovers, and they let the rebounding go. Yeah. So just have to get the intensity back that they had up until about a minute and a half ago.
Yeah, they have 7 turnovers right now in the fourth. Resurrection only has 1. If my stats are correct.
Oh, they are. They always are. Never doubt that. So they did change the scores. 52-44, 8-point lead for Resurrection. So it'll be Brush's ball coming full court.
I think that injury to Cox definitely hurts Brush.
That definitely does. Missing the speed out there that she has. Rule brings it up. It's a screen from Elliott. Roll isn't there. Long pass over to Odell. Odell pump fake, drives in the basket. Layup good. Nice move there by Sidney. Anderson brings it down. Across half court, gets to Haymeyer. Guarded by Wolver. Wolver's playing her aggressive. Almost steal by Cataloni. Over to Stoltz. That was an air ball. Rebound by Rule. She brings it down. Gets to Wolver in the corner. Wolver one dribble up. Goes for 3. That shot is off. Ozenhaus with the rebound. And they're going to call a foul on Wolver on the rebound there, getting Ozenhaus on the arm. So Rez inbounds the ball. Long pass ahead from Haymeyer to Anderson. Anderson dribbles up. Gets poked away by Odell. Ellis has it, being chased by Rule. Send ball is tipped out of bounds by Brush. So Rez will have it under their own basket. 52-46, 2:07 to go here in the fourth. Haymeyer to inbound. Looking for a long pass, gets a Stoltz top of the key. Over to Anderson. Anderson dribbles around, it's past Odell. Ozenhaus gets the ball underneath. Cataloni comes up with that rebound. And looking for somebody to get to, gets it to Rule. Rule, nice little dribble in there, keeps away from a double team. Wolver on the baseline, gets hit in the face. No call. Resurrection comes up with the rebound. Anderson dribbles down. And her foot was out of bounds. Turnover there. Back to Brush. 1:35 to go. Brush's ball. Wolver did get smacked in the eye on that shot. Coach Hollander calls a timeout here.
Bank of Colorado is a proud supporter of local sports and academics. There's only one Colorado and one bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. They're not just a bank in Colorado, they're Bank of Colorado. Member FDIC. And as you mentioned earlier, Resurrection went on a little run, and that's where this separation is right now.
Right. Well, Brush is closing the gap here, and as you brought up Cox before, she is still in a lot of pain sitting over there on the bench.
Yeah, it's probably not going to play the rest of the game.
No, and
it's a safe bet.
She has been seen by medical professionals. We do have quite a few on this team, so they are looking out for her. So just to make sure. So Brush to inbound. Rule lets it roll up to her at half court. Guarded by Ozenhaus. Gets it over to Wolver in the corner. Wolver dribbles in. Back to Rule for three. That one's short. Ball goes up. Tipped out to Rule by Tataloni. Nice play on her part. Wolver for three. And that one goes. No, she was on the line. Just two. So Odell fouls Haymeyer in the backcourt, stopping the clock. So Brush's fifth team foul. They've got fouls to give. Just got to make sure the right people are doing it. So Resurrection takes timeout here.
Ehrlich Choata East, whether you're in the car, whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Choata East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Choata East.
So with 1:11 to go here in the game, Odell just committed a foul, stopped the clock, and let Brush get set up. A couple more, and then we'll be in the free throws. But Brush down 4. If they can just play consistent defense and keep the pressure up on them, it's definitely
they got a good shot.
Definitely there. Wolver on that shot, her toe was just barely on the line.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was the correct call.
It was. We're sitting right here. First time I've heard you agree with the refs.
Thank you.
See, I do listen. It was the first. So, waiting to come back. Anderson is going to be inbounding for Resurrection. And Brush is manned up across the board. Long pass to Haymeyer. She's guarded by Wolver. Stoltz has it up top. Guarded by Elliott. Elliott finally gets they finally call the foul on her. So it'll be in front of their own bench to inbound. 1:02 left. And it'll be the 6th team foul. Yep. So one more to go before we're in the 1-on-1.
Be interested to see if they go with fouling and seeing if they can put Resurrection on making free throws, or if they're just going to stick with good defense to get them back into the game.
So the refs didn't know who they were going to call a foul on. It's a long walk from about 20 feet. Forgot who it was.
Wow, you're on them tonight. I'm with them. You're against them.
We got to ham and egg this thing, So Anderson the inbound. Gets it in to Stoltz. And Tataloni.
That's her 5th.
And, yep, there you gave the signal. So Stoltz will go to the line for a 1-on-1. The way Resurrection has been shooting the free throws, though.
Yeah. This will be their first attempts for this half.
So Stoltz shoot the first. And that one's off. Rule gets the rebound. Pushes the ball up. Has the top of the key. Gets a screen from Elliott. Over to Wolver. Back top of the key. Picked up her dribble. Gets it to Elliott. Elliott one dribble. Over to Rule from the left wing for 3. That one doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Wolver gets it. And the putback. 52-50. And Coach Hollander about tackled the ref and fell over. So we're down to a 2-point game with 34 seconds to go here. So we'll see what Coach Hollander's drawing up.
This Brush timeout is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Mullen and Brush. Home, auto, life, health, State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today, 842-4555. Okay, Coach, what would you do in this situation?
I'd come out and foul. You're still in the 1-on-1. They do make it. You're in the same situation. they do have a lead. They can sit there and hold it and just dribble the clock out. So you need to come out as much pressure as you put. They do have great ball handlers, and so you need to take the ball out of their hands. And so if they're at the free throw line, stretches the game out. And so I would come out, look for the foul.
I would assume Resurrection's looking for Juju.
Oh, absolutely.
All the way.
I don't know, with Anderson, she's handled the ball really well tonight.
She does. She has done well on the free throws as well. So.
Yeah, and the other thing with Anderson, last time we were here, we didn't see much of her because she was in foul trouble, and if I remember, she fouled out in the third quarter. So, kind of a surprise. So, Brush full court press here. And they're going to go get it into Haymeyer, and she dribbles through. Foul is going to be called. 31.1 seconds. And they call Odell on the foul.
It's interesting. Sometimes I feel like the refs know they're going to foul, so they just call the quick ones.
They anticipate it.
Early in the game, they let them play out.
So that is Odell's fifth. And it is so quiet in here right now. I can hear myself breathe. So Brush is going to come in with the other rule, Brooke.
Yeah.
So they got Brooke rule in for Sydney. Haymeyer makes the first. 53-50. 31.1 to go here. Haymeyer shoots the second. And that one's good too.
I think that's a tough situation because I'm pretty sure she would have put Coxon in the game.
Yeah. Unrein brings it up, dribbles right side. Gets the ball stolen away by Anderson. Wolver goes in, 5-4. The Resurrection's ball, 22.9, brushed down by 4. So they do have to foul here. This was the game I was kind of expecting, having Maddie back with watching him the first time. So get it into Haymeyer. She dribbles up the right side. No pressure being put on her right now. 15 seconds, 14. Kicks it over to Ellis. And finally, Rule fouls Ellis. 11.2 seconds, down by 4. And she just ran off, 18 seconds?
Yeah.
So Resurrection pulls everyone off the line. We got 1-on-1 here for Ellis. And shot didn't, just wondering, everyone was kind of standing, wondering what to do. That hit like the top right corner of the backboard. And since it didn't hit the rim, it's a violation. So we brushed the ball under. We need to fix the clock.
Yeah, they took some time off. So the 11 something.
Yeah, we'll go with 12.
Yeah, sure. A full 12 minutes.
So a minute, well, it should be 12. You gotta change that. Oh, there we go. 11.2, which was correct. So Maddie to inbound it. Brush it down by 4. Get it into Unrein. Unrein pushes the ball up the court. Gets it to Rule on the right wing for 3, and that is good. That's called timeout. 3.8 seconds to go. 54-53. Brush trailing by 1. This is exactly what we thought here.
Make it entertaining.
So Coach Hollander gets the timeout.
Fresh Grocery Cart, groceries, fresh cut meat and deli items, floral, pharmacy, Western Union, and public service payments. 24-hour gas. Fresh Grocery Cart is your one-stop shop. 1302 West Edison Street in Brush.
So coming out of this, Brush is going to have to get the really, really quick foul in order to be able to, pressure at first on the inbound. See if you can get a turnover right away. If not, foul, because you got to go the full length of the court on a free throw.
And you got to cut Juju off. She's she's making a baseline cut, and they can just basically hand it off to her, and you need to get in front of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
It's been a good game.
yeah, we'll see how they come out. Resurrection has the ball under Brush's basket. Can't ask for a better playoff game than this.
Yep.
So here we go. Anderson to inbound. Pass tipped by Elliott and goes out of bounds. 1.9 left. Yeah, we got a timeout, Resurrection.
This timeout is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office, Greg Mullen and Brush. Home, auto, life, health, State Farm Insurance is here for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today, 842-4555.
So that was exactly what Brush wanted to have happen, except to keep possession and get a shot.
Yeah.
But, we were in the situation, or Brush was, when they were at University. Close game there, and they're going to go for that long pass, just keep the ball out of Brush's half court here. So we got a little Top Gun music going in the background. It's a good day. So Brush's out of timeouts as well. So here comes Resurrection to inbound.
It was a big shot from Maddie making that three to make it a one-possession
that three was huge.
game.
So Anderson to inbound. Got to defend the long pass here. And that's exactly what they do. Get it to Haymeyer, and she's going to dribble the clock out. Great game by both teams. Lady Diggers fall to Resurrection Christian 54-53. We're going to take a little time out before we come back to the boys pregame. You're listening to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.
The Brush Beat Digger postgame show is brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Farm and Home Center. They're your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies, from plumbing to feed, with 3 locations to serve you: Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan.
So that was a heck of a game.
It was great.
And you can't ask for a better game. This is what playoffs are about. Comes down fighting. Ladies played good. I mean, they had a couple of lapses where the game could have gone a different way. But that's why you play the game.
Yeah, it was a game of runs, for sure.
And so we just hope, though, with Brooklyn, that she can come back and be a force for them, because she was definitely missed here. You want to do a stats rundown here for us?
Yeah, so for Resurrection, your leading scorer was Stoltz with 12, then you had Anderson with 10, and Haymeyer with 9. For Brush, your leading scorer was Cox with 13, so it would have been interesting to see what she would have done in the fourth due to the injury. Wolliver had 12, and Rule also had 13. She also had 18 rebounds to go with her 13 points. Unfortunately, Brush had 23 turnovers compared to 13 for Resurrection, and it was basically even rebounding, 33-32 for Brush, 7 to 15 free throw line for Brush, 14 for 21 for Resurrection.
It was a game I was expecting. Players for Resurrection stepped up that I wasn't planning on. Anderson and Stoltz, the first time was the leading scorers for Resurrection is Pearl and Haymeyer.
And just to go back, I don't have any stats for Pearl in the second half, so I don't know how much she played.
Well, she was in foul trouble.
Yeah, she was.
So they did sit her for a while, but she wasn't really effective with guarding Maddie.
Yeah.
And there's a huge factor there. So looking on, and I was waiting to see if Coach Hollander, she still might join us, so I've given her a hard time about that. But with looking on, Brush will play at home tomorrow night against, well, I take that back. They could be at home. If Eaton does beat Strasburg, they will be at home. If Strasburg beats Eaton, then Brush will be on the road at Eaton. So we'll see how that one plays out. But the way it should play out is that Brush will be at home tomorrow. Once we get confirmation on the Eaton score, which they will play later tonight, or should be getting ready for now, we will be able to find out then. So we're going to take a couple-minute break here, and then we'll get into the pregame for the boys tonight. You're listening to 1010 KSR and KSR.com.